What's good, Love Squad? This is Kim, aka at Glam Powered. You're listening to Fandom, and this is Fargo Season 4, Episode 6. Spoiler alert, you've been alerted. If you ain't watch, like this video, add it to your like list, and come back to it later. Let's get into this recap. First, we have the people, and these episodes be full of people. But today I'm featuring Loy, the boss, because he was the boss man in this episode. Oppo, the punk A. From last episode to this episode, ooh, he's a punk. Rabbi, the angel, and Calamita, the punk A number 2, because how dare he? How dare he? How dare he? Let's get into the context. What had happened, right? It's still the same day. We're just getting into the evening. So they ain't finished the day from the last episode. It's still the same day. It's just the evening time. And they've had quite a day, which is evident on the secret solemn faces everyone has when hugs are exchanged for Ethelrita's birthday. They all like solemn, right? But they trying to hide it. But it is what it is. The energy is just wafting in the kitchen, right? Then we make our way to Opal's place. Something tells me the marshal's waiting for him in his apartment. It's not the marshal, though. It's one of Cannon's men, Retribution. I thought he was about to die. Cannon cuts a slit in the shower curtain being used to smother him. That got his attention, and also some accolade towards Cannon, because like I said, his punk A from last episode, he deserves everything he getting in this episode. So as we know, the day has already been interesting. Cannon goes on to say he's not just fighting a few Italians, he's fighting 400 years of history. He's fighting a mindset. Okay, so he basically tells Opal that he owns him or he's going to put him in the ground, period. And their last exchange, like I said, it is what it is. That's fair. No more BS, no more foolishness, no more nonsense. We real militant around here, and I am here for it. He was not playing games. He was a boss. I'm here for it. So the marshal was there. He was there, but he was posted outside of his apartment, and he noted Lloyd's crew leaving after their conversation. And Giantano's busy stabbing mannequins, because that's what he does, with his knife while enjoying a bit of opera. Streetwalkers come to the house. We see them out the window. They about to get them some action, some satisfaction. But next thing you know, there's a ruckus, and then the music stops. Several shots are fired. Boom, 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 pow, pow. And Giantano looks scared for the first time this entire season. You ain't never seen that man look scared about nothing. He was scared this episode. He shoots before he looks and kills one of his allies because he stay effing ish up as usual. Then we realize one of the streetwalkers is actually Swanee. So you already know who the shooters is. Okay, you already know who did all the shooting downstairs. Bow, bow, bang, bang. Okay, so Swanee stealth modes her way into the window behind a frightened Giantano. Loy is a freaking mastermind. Okay, you better put some respect on this man. Check. Okay, he orchestrated all of this madness. Put some respect on his check. Anyways, Swanee puts a bullet in Giantano's head at close range, but he's an ox and this is TV, so you know he ain't dead. But then Swanee and Zelmar, they have the audacity to try and pick that man up. Comedy. Can you imagine? Nah, that didn't work. So they proceed to drag the carpet he's landed on instead. Lord have mercy. And did I tell y'all I love this show? Like, that scene was probably my favorite scene. Them trying to figure out how to maneuver and get that man downstairs. That was my favorite scene. I love this show. So they bring him the cannon, which honestly, I would have to, say, I would have just shot Giantano and kept him moving. I would have burnt the body so it wouldn't have been no evidence. This is the way I think. But anyways, grief clouds the mind, and it's been a rough day for Cannon. And Cannon has a plan. It makes sense why he doesn't kill him later, but I mean, I would have just killed him. personally. Anyways, Dr. Harvard calls Orietta into his office because, as he puts it, he received a rather queer letter about her. Ethelrita had the good sense to sign it anonymously, thank God, but Orietta puts two and two together as she gets herself out of yet another professional jam. I mean, damn. Pray for Ethelrita and her family, y'all, because they keep going, they keep doing stuff that gets them in trouble. They stay in trouble. These people, they got some interesting dharma. So I'm mad. Juso's at the restaurant, right? Receiving an update from the headquarters in New York, right? He sent somebody out there to talk to New York and the bosses in New York because he wants backup and he wants, assistance with everything that's happening with his brother and Cannon. And Calamita informs Juso that Cannon snatched his brother, but fails to mention that he's the one that shot Dr. Senator. He just makes it seem like he ain't do nothing. When asked what happens, he shrugs his shoulder, talking about they did some doctor. They did some doctor. Bruh, your karma is about to be the realest, illest karma. That is why he is punk A number 2. He been collecting notches on his karmic ass whipping, and he's about to get it. So here's the rub. New York told Giantano to take care of Cannon, or not Giantano, Justo to take care of Cannon and make things right with his brother if he wants to be boss. Now, mind you, Justo wasn't tripping about Giantano getting snatched up. He didn't care. It was like bygones be bygones. But now it's about to be a problem because he wants to be boss. So Cannon orders Opal to get his boy back. He attempts to, but fails and gets rerouted to Justo, who tells him to find his brother or else. Period. I mean, he's getting threats on both sides. But Opal already know where he is because he saw him at Cannon's before coming to the house, right? This is a mess. Justo continues to dispense orders. I mean, bossing it up. Boss. Remember, he's a psychopath, though. He's a boss, but he's a psychopath, Bob. So he doesn't care. Justo, devises a plan to separate Rabbi from baby Cannon, and they get separated. The tension is real when Rabbi realizes what's going on, and he's already, a little bit down their path that they're trying to get him to go down. Like, ooh, girl, child. And then what had happened? So, they, what's his name? Let me see here. Okay, y'all, I got his name. Anton. So Anton takes Satchel for a drive, right? Now, mind you, this is at the risk of both Giantano and Daryl's deaths. Like I said, Justo is a psychopath. He doesn't care what happens as long as he gets what he wants in the end, right? So, remember, Rabbi told Satchel to stay ready because war was coming. He knew it. And I mean, it was so, oh my God, like I told y'all, the tension was so real. He's such a cute little boy. So you could just visualize him in the back of the car, all innocent, like a little child. And I mean, I'm mad. Like, I was really thinking in that moment, if he dies, I'm gonna be so mad. These daggone adults, they stay getting these kids mixed up in their foolishness. Anton took Satchel to a graveyard and told him his sob story, because everybody got a story about how they came to America. But it's really a distraction to get him focused on something else instead of noticing what's about to happen to him. I mean, that is some cold-blooded, as these adults are treacherous. And I hope Rabbi makes it in time at this point. Anton is fighting with his conscience. He knows this S is wrong. He hears the voices of his own children as he points his gun at Satchel. He can't do it. Rabbi shoots him from behind. Bang. Thank goodness. I mean, it is what it is. He did change his mind, but it was a little too late. And thank goodness for Rabbi. Sorry, Anton. I mean, it is what it is. Rabbi tells Satchel, I never got to choose. A child soldier, that's what they made me. But that's not going to happen to you. 100. Like, he kept his word. And it looks like Orietta killed another patient. Roll credits. I mean, really, you guys, that was the episode. So this was definitely a bridge episode. Still plenty of loose ends, but momentum was gained. That's it. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. See you next week. Bye.